So today we are going to start the lesson if I were you. Okay. So it is a drama where we can see what is happening over here. Understood? If I were you. Gerard lives alone in a lonely cottage. Lonely means lonely. Lonely means alone. Alone, isn't it? Lonely cottage. A intruder. Who is an intruder? Intruder. Who is an intruder? A trespasser. Who is a trespasser? The person who enters into a place without anybody's permission. That means with the force they are getting inside. Okay. Such people are called trespassers. That means without permission they are entering into the class, into the area, not class. Sorry, into others' property. Who is a criminal? So this trespasser is a criminal. Who is a criminal? One who does a crime. Isn't it? One who does a crime. One who does a crime. Enters his cottage. So who is living alone? Gerard is living alone, and one day a trespasser or an intruder enters into his cottage. And who is he? He is a criminal. He intends to murder Gerard and take on his identity. So why did he enter? Because he wanted to kill Gerard. He wanted to kill Gerard and take his identity. That means that making his identity means what? Making other people believe that it is who it is Gerard. Clear to you? Does he succeed? So in this lesson we are going to study whether Gerard is being killed by that intruder or the criminal, and he has taken the identity. Clear? Now look. So certain words are over there. Cultured, count-on, engaged, melodramatic, to be smart, inflection, wise guide, a dandy bus, tradespeople, gratitudes, dodge, lucky break, Sunday school teacher, and frame. So these are the words over one side, and on the other side their meanings are also given. We have to match it. So first one, cultured, sophisticated or well-mannered. Then count on, depend on. Clear to you? Like that we have to find it. So those works will be sent to you. Before the works comes to you, you can go through the dictionary, get the meaning of that and match it. Clear to you, all of you? Now we go straight to the lesson. So it is a drama. Clear? A small cottage interior. Interior means inside the portion. There is an entrance back right, another which may be curtained. So there is a entrance. Entrance means a place to enter. Another door to the left must be a practical door, and one more door is on the other side. The furniture is simple, consisting of a small table towards the left, a chair or two, and a divan, rather upstage on the right. So only these are the things: a divan, bed, then one or two chairs and one table. On the table is a telephone. So what is there on the table? A telephone. When the curtain, so these are the settings of that room. And when the curtain rises, Gerard is standing by the table making a phone call. So when the curtain is up, the audience are seeing what the audience are seeing. Gerard phoning to somebody. He is of medium height and wearing horn-rimmed glasses. He is having glasses, spectacles. He is dressed in a lounge suit. Lounge suit means sitting here. And a great coat. His voice is cultured. Well-mannered. Gerard. Well, tell him to phone up directly. So this is what he is phoning to the person. I must to know. Yes, I expect I will still be here. But you must not count on that. In about 10 minutes time, write home. So this is the call given by whom? Jaran to the person who is on the other side. He puts down the phone and goes to the divan on the left. One divan set is over there. He, after phoning, he went to that place where there is a traveling bag and starts packing. So what did he do? He started packing. One bag is already there and he started packing it. While he is thus engaged, so when he was doing his packing, another man similar in build, means in appearance similar to whom Jaran enters from the right silently. So we have already said on the right side there is a door, isn't it? And also an entrance on the left side. So while he was packing, he was not knowing what is happening over on the other side. So he was engaged in his packing. That time from the other side, very silently a man had entered that room. A revolver in hand. So what is he having in his hand? He is having a revolver. He is flashily dressed in an overcoat and a soft hat. So he is having a hat and also a coat. He begins accidentally, he bumps again accidentally against the table, and at the sound Jaran turns quickly. So Jaran was packing his bag and this person had entered the room and he had bumped on the against the table. So the sound has come and who had turned? Jaran had turned. Up to then Jaran did not come to know. Okay. So now when he, and what the person is having in the hand, he is having the revolver. So as he was coming slowly, he had hit on the table and made a sound. And hearing the sound, who turned? Jaran turned back. So this is the happening what we see when the curtain is up. Jaran, why? This is a surprise, mister. I am glad you are pleased to see me. I don't think you will be pleased for long. Put those paws up. That means hands up because he is having the revolver, isn't it? This is all very melodramatic. Melodramatic means not real. Just a drama, isn't it? It's not a real thing, it is just a drama. Not very original perhaps. So that is what Jaran is saying. Intruder, trying to be calm, that means to be calm enough. Nonchalant in a word, I think, that means careless. Nonchalant means careless. So he is asking not to be careless in your words. While you are using the words, not to be careless. Thanks a lot. You will soon stop being smart. I will make you proud. I want to know a few things. See, so the intruder is not very calm and soft. And what did he say? He just said, I don't want to see your calmness over here, isn't it? That means I have come over here to have some information from you. Anything you like. So Jaran was very cool, isn't it? What did he say? Okay, you can ask anything you want. I know all the answers. That means I am well prepared. But before we begin, I should like to change my position. You may be comfortable, but I am not. Because he was sitting and he was packing, isn't it? And the other person was standing on the side and he is saying that he wanted to get some information from Jaran. So what did Jaran say? Okay, I am ready to give you any answer. But before giving you the answer, I have to say properly. Clear? At last a sympathetic, sit down here and no funny business. That means he said that he asked him to sit down there. Now then, we will have a nice little talk about yourself. So now, after making him sit over there, what did he ask him? He asked him, okay, now we will have a talk in between. That means already he had said that he wanted to know something about him, isn't it? So he said, okay, now you said, let me come to that. At last, a sympathetic audience. I will tell you the story of my life. So Gerard is saying, okay, now I am ready. I will say about myself. How as a child I was stolen by the gypsies, and why at the age of 32 I find myself in my lonely SS cottage. That means when he was a child, he had been stolen away by the gypsies. Gypsies are the wandering people, isn't it? So tribes, yes. So they had come and taken him when he was a child, and now he is about 32 years old, living alone in that cottage. The name of the cottage is Excess Cottage. Understood about Gerard? So Gerard himself was saying about himself, saying that when he was a child, he had been stolen away, and now he is about 32 years living alone in that cottage. I find myself in my lonely Excess Cottage. That is why already in the beginning it is said it is a lonely cottage. Keep it to yourself and just answer my questions. You live here alone, well, do you? So the intruder is saying, I don't want to know about all that. That all you just keep with you. But I am going to ask you certain questions. You get ready to answer for that. A question of inflection, your voice is unfamiliar. I am sorry, I thought you are telling me, not asking me. A question of inflection, your voice is unfamiliar. Do you live here alone, Gerard? And if I don't answer, so the first question, what was the first question? That whether he is living there in that cottage alone. So what was the answer given? I. If I don't answer for that, that means whether I am alone or not. You have got enough sense not to want to get hurt. That means you make clear that you will not get any hurt from me, because already that person is having a revolver. So frightening whom? Frightening whom? Gerard. Yes. I think good sense is shown more in the ability to avoid pain than in the mere desire to do. What do you think? Never mind my name. I like yours better, Mr. Gerard. What are your Christian names? Along with the name Gerard, what is again to be added? Vincent Charles. What is his name? Yes, it is shortly called, isn't it? So what is his name? Vincent Charles. So identification of Gerard is Vincent Charles. Here. Do you run a car? No. So ask him whether you are having a car. So what was the answer? No, he doesn't have. That is a lie. So the intruder is saying, what you are saying is lie. You are not dealing with a fool. You remember that I am not a fool. I am as smart as you and smarter. That means when compared to you, I am more smart. That means smarter than you. And I know you run a car. I am sure that you are having a car. Better be careful. That means before talking to me, be careful. So this who is making frightening? The intruder is making frightening who? Gerard. Are you American, or is that merely a clever imitation? That means are you belongs to America, or just you are imitating Americans? Listen, this gun is no toy. I can hurt you without killing you and still get my answers. So the intruder again making him frightened. Isn't it how he is threatening him? I can hurt you without killing. Without killing I can hurt you. So, but before that I have to get all the answers from you. So I am not killing you. Understood the meaning? Of course, if you put it like that, I will be glad to assist you. I do possess a car and it is in the garage on the corner. And finally, Gerard had said, I am having a car, it is in the garage. That is better. Do people often come out here? Again, the next question, whether any others are coming in your quarter. Very rarely, that means not very usual. Sometimes. Surprisingly, few people take the trouble to visit me. Only very less people used to visit me. There is a baker and the greengrocer. Of of course. And then there is the milkman. Who are the people coming? Milkman, grocer and the baker. Quite charming, but no one so interesting as yourself. That means nobody else. These people are the people who are bringing things for him, isn't it? Milkman, greengrocer bringing vegetables, and the baker, isn't it? Bringing bread. So these are the only people visiting him. That is why he said very less people are visiting me. That means these are the common people usually comes to visit him, and nobody else. So he had made it clear in that way. I happen to know that you never see tradespeople. Who are the tradespeople? Merchants, isn't it? Tradespeople means who are they? Merchants. One who does the trade. Merchants, we are business people. So he wanted to know whether any business people is coming to see him. You seem to have taken a considerable account of trouble. That means you had made a clear thing about me. That is the meaning of that. That means you have understood everything of me. Since you know so much about me, won't you say something about yourself? You have been so modest. So he is saying that you have taken trouble to find out everything about me. Me here refers to Jaran. So Jaran is saying that the intruder understood everything. He came to know everything about the whom? Jaran. Then he is asking why you are taking that trouble again and again asking. So better let me know something about yourself. I could tell you plenty. So the person said, I can also tell you many things. You think you are smart, but I am the top of the class round. That means I am the smarter one than you consider. I have got brains and I use them. That means I am having brilliant brain and I am using that. That is how I have got where I am. That is why the correct place I had come to. So he wanted to come where only? He wanted to come and see Jaran only. And there is a purpose behind it. So he said, I am the smarter person than you. I am clever than you. That is why I had come to the correct person. Jaran, and where precisely have you got? I did not require a great brain to break into my little cottage. That means exactly through which way did he enter? He did not come to the right entrance. Did he come through the right entrance? No, he did not come to the right entrance, but he came on the other side where Jaran was not able to notice him, isn't it? Only when he had made a bump on the table, the sound, because of the sound, who had turned? Jaran had turned. Then only he understood the person is inside, isn't it? So he was asking, where precisely have you got? How did you get inside? It did not require a great brain to break into my little cottage. That means that much brain, too much clever brain is not needed just to enter through your back door, isn't it? That everybody can enter, yes or no? Anybody wants to enter the house, not from the direct entrance. They will find some other way of the house, isn't it? Through where they can. How do the thieves enter the house? Are they entering through the direct way? No, they are not opening the direct entrance. They find some other new corners, isn't it? Where they can get inside. Yes or no? Yes. When you know why I have broken into a little cottage, you will be surprised, and it won't be a pleasant surprise. So he is saying, why did I had come to you? It is a great surprise. And when you hear that surprise, you will get shocked. You will not feel surprising. With you figuring so largely in it, that is understandable. By the way, what particular line of crime do you embrace? Aren't you a specialist? So he is asking, you are a great specialist in doing the crime, isn't it? So which kind of crime are you going to do here? My specialty is jewel robbery. So what is his specialized in jewel robbery? Taking away the jewels. Your car will do me a treat. I will certainly a dandy bus. It is certainly a dandy bus. That means he is saying that rather than going in a bus and doing the crime, now he had asked before whether Gerard was having a car, isn't it? And he understood there is a car with him. So he is saying, for this work, robbery, he can use whose car? Gerard's car. I am afraid jewels are few and far between the whites of X's. That means in every places it is not easy to find jewels. They may be spread far and wide. So are the cops. Who are the cops? Police. Cops are the police. So he is saying that it is not easy to collect or rob jewels because they are being spread far and wide. And in those areas, who is already there? Police is already there. Cops. And it is very difficult to rob when police are there. I can return here nicely for a little while. You mean to live with me? A trifle suddenly, isn't it? You have not been invited. So he said after doing the robbery and running away from the cops, where he can come and hide, he is saying that he would come in Gerard's lonely cottage where he can hide from the police. And therefore that what answer did Gerard give? That he had not been invited. That means Gerard had not invited him. Only after the invitation. Suppose you think if your friend is not invited, will he live in your house? No, isn't it? We have to invite somebody to stay in our house. So in that way, Gerard is saying, the intruder is saying that after doing my work, what is his work? Jewel robbery. So after that, by using whose car? Gerard's car. He is saying after doing that, I can come and take shelter where? In your house. Because already he had understood nobody is there other than who? Other than Gerard. So it is a lonely cottage. So he is saying he can come and stay over there, hiding from who? Hiding from the police. And for that, Gerard had said the answer that you are not invited by me. Then how you can stay in my cottage? You won't be here long, so I did not trouble to ask. What do you mean? This is your big surprise. I am going to kill you. So what did he say? Now I am going to give you a great surprise. So Gerard asked, what was the surprise? What was the surprise? That he is going to kill whom? Gerard. Because two persons cannot live over there, isn't it? Because everybody knows that who is the person living over in the excess cottage? Gerard only, isn't it? So if people comes to know there is somebody else, they will inform whom? They will inform the police, and when the police come, they can identify whom? They can identify the person, isn't it? Whom? The intruder. So he said, I am going to kill you. A little harsh. That means it is very bad. Harsh means very bad. Harsh. Very bad. What did he say? Going to kill, isn't it? Yeah, I will be sorry to do it. I have taken a fancy to you, but it is just going to be done. That means I thought of that, but now I have to do it. Why add a murder to your other crimes? It is a grave step you are taking. So grave means it is a serious. Grave means serious. So Gerard said the step, that means you said that I am not going to kill me. So that is a very serious step because you have criminal numbers. You are planning a gratitude struggle, not so to speak. Admitted you have nothing to lose, but what have you to gain? So after killing me, what are you going to gain? What are you going to get? But what benefit is there for killing me? I will have freedom to gain. That means after killing you, I am free. As for myself, I am a poor hunted rat. As Vincent Charles Gerald, I am free to go places and do nothing. I can eat well and sleep and without having to be ready to beat it at the sign of a court. That means after killing you, I will become free. How will he become free? He will be identified as to Vincent Charles Gerald, isn't it? Because everybody knows in that cottage who is living. Only Gerald is living, isn't it? And this person, intruder, is saying that if I kill you again, and I can be identified as who? I can be identified as Gerald only. So people believe that who is still living over there? Gerald is still living over there. But the intruder, in real, the intruder had killed whom? Is going to kill whom? Is going to kill Gerald, isn't it? So nobody will come to know that the real Gerald is being killed, isn't it? They think the person who is living in there is Vincent Charles Gerald. That is what the intruder was saying. After killing, I will be free to live in this cottage. Then I can eat and sleep without having to be ready to beat at the side, without having any identification with the Cope. So Cope also will not suspect me, isn't it? Why? Because I will be, in the eyes of Cope also, I will be whom? Gerald. I have got freedom to, sorry. In most melodramas, the villain is foolish enough to delay his killing long enough to be frustrated. You are much luckier. So in a drama, the villain will be disappointed, isn't it? All the time the villain will be disappointed because the hero will come to kill him. So in the dramas, it is the just opposite, isn't it? Here the hero is there and the villain is coming to kill him, isn't it? And after killing, here who is the hero over here? Gerald, isn't it? And the villain is the intruder. So after killing the hero, the villain is thinking that he will be free over there to live. You are much luckier. So he is saying, in that case, you are lucky person. Okay, I am okay. I have got a reason for everything. That means without reason I will not do anything. For everything, after planning a lot, I am doing it. I am going to be Vincent Charles Gerald Caesar. After killing you, I will be identified as a Vincent Charles Gerald. I have got to know what he talks like. Now I know. So now I know everything, every feature of who? I know every feature of Vincent Charles Gerald because he came to there, he had talked about him, his appearance, everything he had understood now. So he is saying, now I am sure I can be Vincent Charles Gerald. That more stuff comes easy. This is Mr. V.C. Gerald speaking. And that is not all. He stands, get up a minute, now take a look at me. So now he had a stand over there and just he had imitated what Gerald was doing. So I asked him that now can you identify me as whom? As a Gerald. You are not particularly decorative. Decorative means fine. You are not very fine. That means you are not equal to be Vincent Charles Gerald. Not well. That goes for you too. I have only got to wear specs and I will be enough like you to get away with it. So, without wearing the specs, here he said, okay, I can understand that because I am not having the specs what you are wearing. So now, if I wear the specs, there will be no difference between you and me. That was said by whom? The intruder. That is extremely interesting. But you seem to miss the point of my remark. I said you were luckier than most melodramatic villains. It was not a tribute to your intelligence. You won't kill me for a very good reason. So now Jarand is saying that is extremely interesting. That means yours will fit me fine. That means you looks the same as my appearance. Everything will be same. And it is interesting. But you seem to miss the point of my remark that you had missed something. I said you were luckier than most melodramatic villains. That means you are a lucky person as considered to the villains in the drama. It was not a tribute to your intelligence. So that is not adding to your intelligence. You won't kill me for a very good reason. That means without a reason you are not going to kill me. So who was having that confidence? Gerald was having that confidence that who is not going to kill him? The intruder. The intruder is not going to kill him. So he said, actually in the melodramas it is like that. Villains will come and kill the hero, and the hero will be over with that. And who will be the leading part then? The villain will be the winning part. So he is saying in that case, you are more luckier because now you are going to kill whom? Villain, and now you will be the main character of the drama. But as far as that is considered, in your this particular drama, that is in between Gerard and the intruder, who is not going to have the same lucky? The intruder is not going to be the lucky person. Understood? Because he said that without having a good reason, you are not going to kill me. That means there should be a reason for killing me. Clear to you?